Hello and Happy New Year and welcome to Spring 2022 here in the Psychology of Personality class. And I apologize I have not got this video out, but let me explain this video. Every week in this class I'm going to be putting a video out on Monday mornings. I've been really busy putting all my classes together at KVCC, and I neglected you folks just a little bit. It was not on purpose, for sure. I will not do that again. So welcome to class, and I want to take a little bit of a time to tell you a little bit about myself, kind of go over what the class is going to be about and what's expected this particular week. Each Monday I will be posting a video explaining what's happening this week, reminding you of what you do, and those kind of things. If I make any changes to the class, I'll do that. In fact, I'll be using the announcements section quite a lot. So anyway, about me, I'm Dr. Mark Cavanaugh. I'm the Chair of Social Sciences and Psychology at KVCC, Kennebec Valley Community College, right up the road from UMA. I used to work at UMA. I was in the ITV place there as one of the technicians, moving the cameras and answering phones. And I used to be a UMA student. I went to the music program there. And so I have a soft heart for UMA, and I'm really, really happy to be teaching in the social sciences department there on this part-time basis. I live in Skowhegan with my wife, and I have 4 grown kids. And you know, grown means they kind of come back every once in a while, so that's pretty cool too. My master's degree is in counseling. I have another master's degree in instructional design and performance engineering, and my doctorate is in educational psychology. I also play in a band called Yellow Brick Road. It's a tribute to Elton John. It's in my bio. You could take a look at that. But anyway, that's enough about me. Let's take a look at the class. The class exists within Brightspace, and here's most likely what you're seeing when you go in there. Now, of course, the video is going to be here, and I know that many of you are already in this class because I'm responding to your posts, which are great. The way UMA organizes their classes is over here. There's a section that if I expand that out, it has all the different folders. And that's sort of cumbersome to me, so I actually collapsed that widget. There's a little thing about me, and then there's the announcements, and pretty much everything that you're going to need from this class is located under the content link. So let's go ahead and click that. It brought me to the last place I was at, but let's say you go in there for the first time. It brings you to the syllabus, and this is a little bit of welcome to this class. Oh, look, I put the wrong number. Huh. That's from the UMA class. I'm going to have to fix that. So you come down here, and here's the syllabus for the course. And I think it's the wrong number. I'm a little confused there. Anyway, this is the syllabus, Psychology of Personality. You can read that. You can see all that's involved in the class. So that's where the syllabus is. And then the next link down here that is of import is, of course, introductions. You come into here, and there are a couple discussion boards here. There's the course lounge, where I'm asking you to introduce yourself, and people are very active there. And then course questions, posting information here and questions about the class and how things are working. Let me go down to course documents, probably one of the most important links here. And what you'll find is a list of documents that I have standard in my classes: course expectations, course policies, online classroom behavior, a bit of sage advice for success in college. And then this one right here, textbook and course book information. This is vital. You click on that, and there are 2 resources for this book. For this class. One is the actual textbook right here, Personality Theory in Cultural Context. If I click that, it opens up to it. It's an open textbook from the Open Textbook Library. This is a free book. You can read it online or download the PDF. And this is the table of contents. So we have a total of 20 chapters here. And those correspond with the chapters in what I call a course book. Now, this is a ebook that I wrote that contains all of the content of the class, all of the lectures and all of the links and descriptions of assignments. And that is available in multiple formats. You can download it for free as a PDF. You can download it as an EPUB, which is ideal for tablets. You can purchase it if you want for $4.99 on the Apple Bookstore. And it's currently being published on Amazon for print version, and that's going to be $29.99. Those, of course, these are all the same. They're all the same books. So you have free versions for you to get. The advantage of the Apple Books one is you get the updates forever. When I update this book for next semester, you get a notice that you can download that. And of course, if you have a real need to have something printed, this is something new I'm adding to my particular methodology here of creating a print version of the actual course book. Now, the course book itself looks like this. This is currently on my Mac computer, so it's opened up in the application Books. Yours might look a little bit different. I go to the menu, and you can see that each chapter is outlined into 4 sections: an attention, learning outcome, and teaching and assessment. So let's go to that first chapter right here. And what we'll see is that when you enter into each chapter, there's a little attention getter, which is a sort of motivational, interesting aspect or a video or an activity that I think grabs your attention, and talk a little bit about that. And there's the very cool graphic about personality. And then the next section is the learning outcomes that have been outlined for this particular chapter. And then the teaching part, what I want you to read, and then my lecture, the things that I'm focusing on. Got some images in here. A lot of times we have some movies that I embed. Let's see if there's anyone in here. There's all kinds of stuff here. No movies in that one. And then we come down to the assessment section, the last part of this particular chapter. And this is where I outline the context of the discussions. And I give you the question that's on the quizzes. All the quizzes are essay questions. So I provide you with the question ahead of time so you can craft your answer before you have to go into Brightspace. So this is the exact same thing that you're going to see in Brightspace. Let's leave this open right here, and I'll show you that if we go back to the content section, so we just looked at chapter 1, and here's chapter 1 in the folders for each chapter in the book. So you have chapter 1, and here's discussion A, discussion B, the quiz, and the assignment, which are exactly the same as you'll find in this particular chapter. So the assignments have the instructions for the assignments, and of course a grading rubric, and that aligns with what you find in Brightspace. Now the process is really, when you come to, here we are in week 1, you read the textbook chapter 1, you read the course book chapter 1, and you get to those discussions and assignments and quizzes and whatnot, and you get all your stuff ready, and then you log into Brightspace, go to chapter 1, and participate and submit, and all the things that you need to do to finish the requirements for that particular chapter. Now back in Brightspace, the next document I want you to look at is the course timeline. In the timeline, we'll see that for each week, I have outlined what it is that you will be doing each week. So in week 1, we're covering chapter 1, and there are 2 discussions, a quiz, and an assignment. Everything that's due is in red. And the due dates are Sunday at midnight of that week. So all this has to get done by January 23rd at midnight. The next week we'll be taking on chapter 2, culture and personality. right there, and that's due January 30th. Now in week 3, you see we're doing 2 chapters. So we're doing chapter 3 and chapter 4, and there's actually quite a lot of weeks where we have to do 2 chapters. So we're going to be talking about Sigmund Freud and Alfred Adler and Harry Stack Sullivan in these 2 chapters right here, looking at their personality theories. And back up to content. We have this link right here, special assignments. It's just a link to the autoethnography. This is what you will be doing as a semester-long, semester-end assignment. And that instructions for that can be found in the course book. And back in the course book again, I go to the index, go all the way to the back of the book, the end of the book. And here I come to special assignments, click on autoethnography, and here is that assignment laid out, what I'm going to have you do with that, and then the grading rubric specific to that assignment. So this week, you have 2 discussions. Well, you have to introduce yourself, which you're doing, and you're actively doing it. There are 2 graded discussions, and the standard applies. 1 reply to my prompt and at least 2 replies to other people's prompts for full credit. I'll be participating in that discussion pretty actively and, making sure that people get that done. Then you have a quiz, and then there's a small assignment to go, and those are due by the end of the week on Sunday. So here we are in week 1. Welcome to the psychology of personality. Looking forward to meeting and getting to know some of you through this process. And I wish you the best of luck, and I will see you on the discussion boards.